Hello, Leo. Look how pretty she is. All of these are pretty, actually, but I love how they shine in the light. That silver. With her sunflower. She's pole dancing on a sunflower. Let your freak flag fly. Okay, how are we doing? How are we doing, Leo? Of course, I want you to like, share, comment, and subscribe, but you know what would really help me and the rest of us out a lot is as I'm shuffling, please focus, tune in. Let's radiate on the highest vibes, give positive, loving vibes to me and to everyone in this community. Let's raise our vibration. Please surround us with the warm, white, loving light of God and give us God-given guidance for the highest good of all, for Leo and all those who love Leo. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. One more shuffle for Leo and all those who love Leo. I'm still doing the Morgan-GREER Tarot Win a 10 contest. I have not yet reached 2,000 subscribers. I'm almost there. Thank you to my returning subscribers. Thank you to anyone who subscribes today. But you can win this beautiful deck. At the bottom, we have the Queen of Cups. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces. Queen of Cups is a very loving, maternal, sweet energy. Sweet lady. So I pulled these cards like a month ago, but I just never got around. I was going to do this special, you know, Venus retrograde, but hell is paved with the best intentions, and I did not get around to it. Stuff happens, right? So I have not looked at these cards, but it will be interesting to see if they still hold true. I want to say that with retrogrades, I always see retrogrades as reviews, like kind of like a pop quiz of whatever that planet and placement it is. So we have had Venus retrograde in Scorpio and Libra. It was retrograde in, was it retrograde in Libra yet? It's been retrograde in Scorpio, and it's, you know, spinning back into Libra. So it's going to go retrograde into Libra and then go direct back into Libra. I think on the 16th, I want to say. But, you know, this is study time. Retrogrades are to study and review our lives. So with Venus, we are studying and reviewing our love lives, typically, although a lot of people I've talked to have, this is manifested in friendships, but it can also be money. But let's see how it plays out for you. So we have, look at your pattern in relationships. If that is not a review, if that is not like an exam study thing, I don't know what is. But it says it requires inner strength to recognize that you need to change or modify your behavior. So if there's something that you know, like this Venus retrograde is bringing to your attention, stuff that you have done over and over and over and over and over again, now is the time to course correct it and to do something different in the way of love, right? We have a lady who's kind of sad and she's over a harp. Kind of reminds me of something I read or saw or heard or something where it said, it was talking about how there were these people who had suffered trauma, who had suffered, you know, possibly physical harm, right? And as a means of therapy, they took up the harp because the vibrations, like when the harp is pressed up against your chest, that wooden part pressed up against your chest, the vibration of the harp and the melodies that emit from it, it heals your body, right? Those vibrations heal your body. And I can definitely relate to that. I play guitar, and whenever the guitar is resting against my stomach, then, you know, you really feel that music. Perfect time for me to mention, maybe music is really important to you at this time. Maybe music is going to give you insights into what you need to review in love. Maybe you share something in common with someone, such as music, right? But let's keep it moving. I'm also drawn to this weird, these cards are beautiful, but they have weird illustrations. She has like a deer on top of her head. It's like flat head. And there's this deer at the ledge. I don't know what that means. I also see it looks like ice. So you could have been a little icy. You know, it's like this waterfall that's frozen over. You could have been a little icy to someone, cutting someone out. You may have had to cut someone out because you realized, oh, I don't want this pattern to continue, right? I want to be better, so I'm going to have to really cut some people out of my life. But let me know how that manifests for you. Let's see. For your map of the Oracle, you got Golden Palace. I think you get this a lot, Leo. But this is like, go to the casino, girl. Maybe part of your pattern is gambling. But Golden Palace, whenever it's upright, means that you're super lucky. That, you know, you should buy that lotto ticket. You should, if this is in regards to love, this means that you have an abundance of love. I'm seeing this day moon. Day moons are good luck. But because this is a palace, this is not exactly love, but I am thinking of this video I recently watched from Amanda Ellis. She channels Archangel Metatron. She does a lot of political stuff, and it's a lot of like ascension, you know, very spiritual stuff. Great channeler. I'm glad I subscribed to her. She is very sweet, and I'm glad she shares her gifts. But she was saying, she was talking about fundamentalism, about Doreen Virtue and how she switched over to the fundamentalist side. And when she channeled, I think she was channeling Metatron. Sometimes she channels Christ, Mary Magdalene, but I think she was channeling Metatron. And she said that he showed her this big house and that the fundamentalists were in one room, right? They didn't explore the other room. So, you know, they weren't wrong for believing what they believed, but there are just many rooms in the house and many different avenues to access spiritual knowledge. And, you know, it's okay if someone else is curious to go into the other rooms and find out what sort of spirituality is on the outskirts or in the other rooms, right? So I'm seeing this big palace and I'm thinking of that house, and I'm not, I mean, maybe since I brought it up, some of you guys are dealing with spirituality, but I feel like it's more like you may have put yourself into a box of thinking, I'm only going to date this type of person, or these love situations, again, because we're talking about love patterns, right? So these situations are always going to happen to me, when really you're just in one room of the palace, right? You can leave that room and go to another situation, go to another pattern, go to another type of person, and you will have luck, because upright, the Golden Palace is always lucky. It's always fortune. Damn, Leo, I'm jealous. Oh my gosh, now you got the star. Okay, the star is a card about wishes. Upright, it's hope, positivity, faith. So this is definitely like working in tandem with each other, like aligning your wishes, the stars aligning to give you good luck, prosperous situations. And I think it's a matter of being curious to, again, go into those other rooms. So maybe trying people on for size that you would have never expected to date, would have never expected situations, people situations, because Venus can sometimes speak about money, and we did say that this was a gambling card, right? But trying things on for size that you thought, oh, that's just not my style, you know, and then pleasantly, I think you are going to find your wishes, right? Like, your wishes are found in places you would have never expected. So let's continue. First, a message from our sponsors. Okay, so your tarot, we have the Knight of Cups. So you have the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You have the Knight of Cups here. So you definitely could be dealing with a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. The Knight of Cups is the knight in shining armor. He's very gallant. He's very romantic and sensitive. And he'll buy you flowers, sweep you off your feet, write you love songs, gaze into your eyes, tell you you're, you know, the most beautiful girl in the world. So this is a love offer coming to you, and it's a truthful one. We have it crossed with the Ace of Swords. So this could be you making a love offer or a love offer coming to you. Again, don't be afraid to look in different rooms that you might have cast out before, right? That you might have turned your nose up before, because this is a victory. The Ace of Swords is a victory card, and it's truthful, and you can trust this guy, right? This guy isn't going to screw you over. He genuinely has love for you. He genuinely wants to make you a love offer. In your thoughts position, we have the Ace of Cups. Girl, I want your reading. The Ace of Cups is a card about love. It's like your cup runneth over with all this emotion, right? So you're thinking about being in that love space. You know, if you've been in love before and somewhere down the road you got lied to, cheated on, stomped all over, unappreciated, taken for granted, then it's easy for us to get jaded, right? But this is a renewal of that love. This can be someone that you know, or it can be someone entirely new. Again, I'm feeling it's someone entirely new because of this palace, you know, going into the different doors like I was talking about. But we'll see. You could also be dealing with an Aquarius because we have the star here. So, in your past, you have the Ten of Swords. So, yes, like I was saying, you have been dumped on. The Ten of Swords is backstabbing, betrayal. It is getting shat on again and again and again and again and again and again and again. Like people screwing you over, and you're sick of it, right? But the good news about the Ten of Swords is the worst is over. Like, that's the worst it's going to get. Especially whenever it's reversed, that means that you can take your experiences and learn from them. You can take those experiences and use them to your advantage, right? These experiences made you stronger. These experiences made you wiser. And so you're actually better for going through all that crap, because you can be the right person for whoever's coming in, right? You can be this cup overfloweth, because it's like you can appreciate the good stuff because of all the bad stuff that you had, right? And you can appreciate the good stuff because this might have been the same damn room you were stuck in, right? But going into another room, that's a whole other curiosity. That's a whole other experience. That's a whole other love. So, yay. But you're coming out of this, right? The worst is over, and you won't have to deal with this again. And you have consistently tried to work through your inner demons. You have consistently tried to, you've created this pattern of looking at your patterns, I think. I think you have done the work to go inside yourself and be like, you know, I got to change this. This is not working for me. So what is it within myself that I need to get rid of? The devil, you know, he is the fallen angel. He's stuck on earth, and he can't go to heaven, so he has to whisper in everyone's ear. He's a little, like, bully butthole, has to whisper in everyone's ear stuff like, you know, you're not good enough, you can't do this, no one will ever love you, he's just gonna cheat on you, men just use you for sex, stuff like that. So whenever he's reversed, this is you telling the devil to go back to hell where he came from and sort of rising above, right? You are ascending whenever you put the devil in his place, right? Whenever you say, this is a lie, this isn't real, I know what the truth is, I know that love, happiness, and joy are available to me, and that's what God wants me to have, right? So I'm not going to be stuck in this energy trying to talk bad about myself, right? I am not to blame. I am worthy of this love. Yay. So in your future, you have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is a card about sacrifice. It's a card about waiting. It's a card sometimes about martyrdom. But let's get some clarifiers because it can mean a lot of different things. You could also be dealing with the Pisces, especially since we have the Knight of Cups and then that Queen of Cups, right? Spirit, 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 could you give me clarification on this Hanged Man, please? Hold up, hold up, hold up. I'm just going to take these. Okay. So, I feel like some of you may have recently gone through a divorce or a breakup, and it might have put a dent in your finances for some of you. For others of you, you may have been in situations with people who were a little materialistic, or, you know how I was saying, like, your type sticking to one room? This King of Pentacles, this King of Bells could be you. The King of Bells is a little materialistic, and so, like I'm thinking surface things, right? So, you know, you might have been a little shallow in the past, but I think you're letting go of that because the Four of Bells is a card about hanging on, and whenever it's reversed, it's like letting go of that. And I think you're going to receive the love you always wanted, and the love you always deserved, right? I feel like, you know, perhaps you have given to others with an open heart, and then you've been stabbed, right? So, it's hard to trust that you will have this justice, but you will. I also want to say the Hanged Man, you know, I said it can have several meanings. One of the meanings is seeing things from a different perspective, and I definitely think this is what we're dealing with here. This is seeing your shadow side from a different perspective. This is seeing all your bad experiences from a different perspective. You're looking at your patterns, and you're seeing, like, I don't have to stay in this room. I can go after my wishes. They're just a star away from me, right? I just haven't been looking in this direction at that star, right? So you might be seeing things in a whole different light. I love that. So to get access to this side, to the other half of the Celtic Cross, and to your angelic guidance and your affirmations that are going to help you along this path, please check out my Patreon. I might do the whole Vimeo extended readings in December. Might do it at the start of the next year. But for now, I'm trying to build up that Patreon account. So, for $2 a month, you can see all of these extended readings. For $5 a month, you can see mid-month readings. So, make sure to go over and check out that reading. If you would like a personal reading, please visit my Etsy page. And soon I will be doing, I'm offering 2019 readings, and soon I'll be uploading them to YouTube. But, to book a personal 2019 reading, those will go quick. Christmas is coming up, holidays are coming up, and the new year is coming up, so you might want to get in on that. I love you very much, Leo, and I will see you next time. Bye.